Yo, what's up, everybody? I am here with JD, and we're going to be playing some Gym Leader Challenge today. How you doing, JD?
Doing good. Short week from the holiday. Here to play some GLC and some League tonight, so feeling good today.
Heck yeah. Did you do anything fun over the Labor Day weekend?
No, just stayed at home. We've been running around for like the past month, so
Yeah.
I just needed a weekend to just sit on the couch, do nothing all weekend. So that's what I did. So it felt good.
I had a very similar weekend actually, which was nice. I mean, we had Natalie's family over for dinner one night, but other than that, just got to kind of just recover, which I've really been looking for a weekend like that since getting back from Japan.
For
and
sure.
Thankfully, yeah, we got to just chill and take some extra time to ourselves, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Now, Gym Leader Challenge tonight. Craig got his first big win last week.
He did. He beat me round 2, and I'm like, you bet you got to win now. If you're beating me, you got to go all the way, and you got to win it. And sure enough, he did. So
He did. He got on the board, and I know Craig had been in the hunt for for his first badge there for weeks playing grass, and then finally switched it up with colorless, and sure enough, his first outing with colorless proved to be his most fruitful. And you had been playing the water rapid strike deck at least for a week or two that I saw. What decks have you been bringing to Gym Leader Challenge League so far, and what are you feeling like is going to be your best bet for getting your own trainer card up there on the board?
So the last couple of weeks has been Lost Zone Psychic, and then since the Palafin video, I've been kind of running that deck, but that one's been hitting the brakes lately and just not doing great, so I was going to give it a break, and I think I'm going to run the Lost Zone Psychic. I think that's the best shot I have with getting up on the board for the first card. That's the deck I feel most confident with, and it's just a super strong deck.
It is, and it's a deck that can really punish decks that don't set up very quickly, punish decks that have low HP Pokemon, and it's a strategy that's tough to play around too. I feel like there's very important things that you have to do right when playing against the Lost Zone Psychic deck, and if any of your opponents mess that up, then you could just prey on that super easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of both sides of the table trying to figure things out, because it's like, don't overbench because I could just Sableye it. There's a lot of things on both sides of the table, which I think makes for a fun game playing the Lost Zone Psychic deck.
For sure. I brought my fighting deck last week, and I thought I was going the distance with the fighting dudes. I thought for sure this was the time. I was 3-0 with some great resistance, and then played against Craig, and Craig was able to rely on his colorless Pokemon with fighting resistances to just barely wall me off and take the win. But I was very proud of how my fighting deck performed last week, so still working on this. It really feels like it's kind of right there where I want it to be as far as this kind of aggressive and simple beat stick fighting deck, which is what I think that fighting really does the best in this format. But now, a deck that you had brought before that I think I'd be interested to see in action today is your grass type build. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the version of grass that you have?
Yeah, so I brought this a couple weeks ago when we had the Grass Thursday, and everyone was playing grass that night. And Craig and I, Craig's a big grass guy, and we've been talking about the decks, and it's either you kind of got to lean into that heavy tank grass that Craig plays, or I feel like the other strong suit of grass is just going fast. So this deck uses the Eldegoss and the Cherrim engine. So Eldegoss gets you 2 energies out of the deck, and then the Cherrim accelerates any grass energy from hand. And the idea is to just turn 2, get at least the Cherrim out, and then accelerate some energy to Tropius or to Scovillain to just take a quick and aggressive knockout. And then I run the energy pouch. Where are you at? Yeah, superior energy retrieval to get those energies back to hand and just accelerate, but then also energy pouch.
Energy pouch, dude?
Energy pouch.
Let me see.
The tool card All attached energies from your knocked out Pokemon go straight back to hand.
That's pretty cool.
So then you use the Cherrim to just dump those energies back. Because the other thing with grass is you don't have too many heavy hitters other than Torterra and kind of Scovillain. So sometimes you need to accelerate a lot of energy to Shining Genesect or Zarude. So, you know, putting 5-6 energies on there to take a big knockout, just slapping that energy pouch on there, they take the return knockout. All 6 of those energies come back straight to hand, and you just dump them back on your board wherever you want. So, yeah, so the goal is to just kind of take some fast, aggressive knockouts with Scovillain and Tropius, because Tropius does 130, knocking out some of the squishier Pokemon in GLC, and it also pushes those energies back to Scovillain or to Torterra or to Zarude or anything like that. So it's a lot of fast, aggressive knockouts, and then just preserving energy either back to hand, back to the board, or just getting them straight out of the discard and just kind of dumping them and going.
That's a really cool strategy.
Yeah, so
I played against you one time playing that deck. We had a really close grass mirror. I know.
That was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I think you just got stuck by like a really gnarly Marnie or something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I went, just 3 unanswered knockouts and then a horrible Marnie, and then you just rolled 6-0.
Devastating. Now, I've been trying, at Gym Leader Challenge League, been trying my more deep cut decks. I played grass, which is not a deck that I usually pilot all too often, and looks like I won't be playing it anytime soon again because I was able to win with it the first time I brought it. But I haven't played my lightning deck yet, and I haven't played my psychic deck yet at Gym Leader Challenge League, and those are 2 decks that I consider to be 2 of the strongest builds that I have. I am definitely interested to try lightning with the new Thundurus from the latest set, Obsidian Flames. It's got the gigantic bolt attack, which does 140 damage for 2. Thundurus also does 90 damage to itself, and I'm curious to see how bad that downside of this attack actually ends up being, because 90 damage to yourself is a lot, leaves it with only 20 hit points left against a deck like Lost Zone Psychic. That could be very problematic.
Very true.
But with the lightning type deck, it is just very low to the ground, and being able to launch a big attack like that for only 2 energy is very nice. And the Pokemon they're all getting knocked out anyway, is my thought. So Thundurus doing 90 damage to itself doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's not a lot that'll not knock out Thundurus. So, doing 90 damage to yourself, it's not terrible. And I feel like for 2 energy, with 2 Dynamotor Pokemon, I feel like just being able to slap it down, Dynamotor attach, and then just swing with it is what's kind of great about that. Like, you can kind of negate the 90 damage just because you're swinging for just a KO real fast when you need to, or an early one. Turn 1 attach, turn 2 swinging.
Exactly. And my defense of the Thundurus card is that even if you do end up knocking yourself out or dealing enough damage that your opponent takes an easy knockout or multiple knockouts, this is a deck that plays very heavily into going behind early with cards like Luxray and cards like Counter Energy, which allow you to make those explosive comeback plays. So Thundurus knocking itself out isn't even really that bad of a drawback. It can allow you to make some cool plays with your comeback cards later on. So I think I want to play my lightning deck, give that a try.
Sure.
And whichever deck that you want to play, I see you've got your Fire Mill, you've got Grass, you've got Psychic, whichever you think would be most fun to play.
Yeah, we could start with some Grass.
Sure.
We've seen a lot of Lost on Psychic on stream with me here.
Yes, true.
So we can bring that one out later, but I've been liking the Grass deck lately.
Let's do that.
Craig and I have been working on a lot, so I like this list. So get it some stream time, get it some action against a deck that I haven't played against with this. So
for sure, and I think that it's also interesting just because it's a build of Grass that maybe people don't see every day.
Oh yeah. True.
So, yeah, I know that we had Mass Dave from Twitch chat was a big fan of the Cherrim grass build, and he was always singing its praises, saying it's the fastest deck in Gym Leader Challenge, being able to launch like huge turn 2 attacks. All you have to do is get Cherrim online, and then you're throwing all your energy into play.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, turn 2 180 from Scovillain is nothing to scoff at.
No, it definitely is not. It can be very intimidating. I was able to pick up. I'm so excited about my lightning. This is another reason I wanted to play my lightning deck. While I was in Japan, I was able to pick up the swirls that I needed.
Let's go.
So I can play all swirl energy in my lightning deck.
Sick.
Thankfully, the lightning deck that I have built here only plays 4 basic lightning and 1 basic grass. So it wasn't like the most difficult to piece together. Tell you what, though, in Japan, a decent amount of stores had the swirl energies. They were expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. They seem hard to come by. So I'm impressed you were able to get that many.
Yes, there's some stores like definitely had them in stock, but you were looking at like in some cases $20 to $30 in energy, which is just like,
ooh, baby.
Oh, it hurts. Yes. So
for GLC, you gotta go all out.
Gotta do it. I was like, well, this will be, and for the Lightning Gym Leader Challenge deck, which is my favorite, I was like, this will be the only opportunity for me to really be able to scoop these up. Now that I see them here, I did see one. I think I got like 1 grass swirl energy that I was able to pick up for like $5, and I was like, oh yeah. So I got that, but then the lightning ones were all pretty tough. Let's see, we get the old dice out, and I saw in I think in Pokemon's official Worlds production, how they have people like going around filming players playing for like B-roll and stuff like that. Yeah. In one of the B-roll shots, there was a like you could see a full grip die.
That's awesome.
At the World Championships, which was super sick.
Yeah,
that was hype for sure. I'm sure they didn't intend to include that.
Oh, no, but you take it when you can get it.
Oh, for sure.
It's still sick.
Cool. All right. I'll call Tails.
Tails it is.
And I will go second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give us just a little more space to play.
Sure.
Cool.
Let's do it. Do you have a basic?
I do not. Do you?
No.
All right. That makes 2 of us.
All right.
And yes, the swirl energies are from the Arceus movie promo. There's like a movie promo pack that they came in back in 2009 and in Japan only. Of course, this energy design wasn't released anywhere else in the world.
Of course not. They always get the best stuff over there.
I know, right? And JD and I are playing in Dragon Shield sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
Huge thank you to Dragon Shield for providing sleeves for the channel. If you're watching either on the VOD channel or live right now and would like to check out dragonshield.com, use the link in the commands when you type in !sleeves or the link in the description below and click the link. It really helps me to continue creating this content for the channel.
Yet again, no basic.
All right. I think I got U-turn board in here right now. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've switched this deck up a little bit. I've made some changes. It gets to a point when you really have your Gym Leader Challenge deck like refined that every change feels massive.
Oh, yeah. Again.
You're good.
I know they're in there. Yeah, I mean, Craig was like, talking to me again. He's like, what do I change about my grass deck? I'm like, I think you're good. Like,
It's perfect.
it's perfect. And I'm like, because if you cut this card, then you gotta cut this, and it's just it's like a spiral of cuts. You know, if you make one change, you gotta just change a bunch of other cards, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's just like you're overthinking it, and you gotta just stick with it and keep it going.
I think, so the big change that I've made to this deck recently is that now that I have Thunderous in here, I cut the Electivire.
Oh, yeah.
The Electivire is really good, but previously it was there because it was one of the only guys that could do 180 damage, and now there's the Luxray, which can do 180, and there's the Thunderous, which can do 140, which are both pretty big hitters, so it freed up some space.
Now we got a basic.
I'll take my 2 mulligans.
Yep.
And good luck.
Going first. Can't do a lot, so let's bench Cherubi. Pass to you.
Draw. I've got a real solid looking mulligan assisted opening hand with Bridget, which is exactly what I want to see turn 1. I'll be able to use it to search out 3 basic Pokemon and put them straight onto my bench. Bridget. And during the first deck search and Gym Leader Challenge, you always want to take a look and see what you have available, what you prized. Thankfully, I do see Zapdos is in the deck, and since I opened Tapu Koko, I'll be able to retreat for free and launch a turn 1 attack with Thunderous Assault, so I definitely like that. I see Electric is in the deck, and I think Tynamo is in my hand. Flaffy's in the deck, so we definitely want Mareep. And then Zebstrika is the other big one, and I don't see Zebstrika in the deck, which is sad. I really like that dude to show up to work, as it is the draw engine for your deck, but that's fine. I do have Town Map in here now, which maybe could help me find it. There we go. Town Map. So if I can find that Town Map, I'll be able to grab the Zebstrika off of the prize cards. Still going to get the Blitzel anyway, just because it feels good to get it down. So as soon as I draw the Zebstrika, I'm ready to evolve it. Off of Bridget, I'm getting Zapdos, Mareep, and Blitzel, which goes straight to my bench. And if you're watching and you're new to Gym Leader Challenge formats, you can check out all of the rules, which are on gymleaderchallenge.com. But it's a very simple concept. You can use any card from Black and White onward, except for cards that have a rule box. So no Pokemon EX, GX, V, V-Star, or anything like that. Your decks also have to be singleton, except for Basic Energy, meaning that your deck can only have one of each card with the same name. And then finally, your deck has to be monotype. So you can only play one type of Pokemon in your deck, whether it's Grass, Lightning, Psychic, Fire, whichever, like a Gym Leader. You play one type of Pokemon. And the format's a ton of fun. It's played all over the world and is supported in the form of side events at all major events for the Pokemon trading card game, including the World Championships. It was really sick getting to see players
Just
from all over the world, different
yeah.
languages playing Gym Leader. It was really, really gnarly, yeah. Okay. Bench Tynamo. Lightning Energy to Zapdos and retreats. And I'll use Thunderous Assault for 80 damage.
80. Oh boy. Okay. Draw for turn. Man, my opening hand is not great. So I just have to play N. Hopefully get some new cards, get some more Pokemon on the bench, and an energy or something. Or else I'm in danger with that Zapdos.
At least
But
Zarude can use Pack Call.
I can use Pack Call and get one. Unfortunately, I'm not going first or going second, turn 1. Could have got 3, which would have been great. But, 1 gets me set up. It can get me an evolution for next turn to keep attacking, or especially that Cherrim or Eldegoss. Get some energy flowing through. It'll help a lot if I can find an energy and some more basics for sure. Okay. Both to 6. 6. There we go. Benching Gossifleur and Turtwig. Evolving Cherubi into Cherrim. Attaching Grass Energy to Zarude. And use Pack Call to search my deck for 1 Grass-type Pokemon. And this is my first check, so I should check to see what's all in here. Capsicud's in here, and I know that the Scovillain is. Torterra's here. Yep, the Scovillain, Shining Genesect. There's the Groudle, and that's who I'm looking for. And Tropius, Roserade, so it's looking like I'm missing the Eldegoss, which is fine. You'd much rather be missing the Eldegoss than the Cherrim. But, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like that's in the prizes. But I can still grab Groudle off of the Pack Call and put it into my hand.
Give me 1 second, JD. I'm going to fix your camera up.
Yeah.
And switch it.
Yeah.
Really likes to focus on the light if I have blue light in the background.
So. Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right, good.
Cool.
All right, and I'm back.
There we go. Off to you.
Draw. Got a real nice looking hand off of the N with Evo Soda and Professor's Letter. So an Escape Rope. Escape Rope's the big one because it'll allow this Zapdos to swing again and force JD to push up a Pokemon on his bench, which I definitely like. Escape Rope.
Yeah. And since I know that Eldegoss is prized, I think I'm fine giving him Gossifleur.
I'll promote Tapu Koko because of its free retreats. Evo Soda. And with Evo Soda, I'll grab Flaffy and evolve Mareep into Flaffy. And then I could attach Rainbow Energy, which I've been meaning to switch out for Prism Energy, but just have forgot, so it's here. That's fine.
Still works.
It still works. I know. It's keeping track of all of your cards and like which ones you want to. Yeah, it can get complicated, but it's fine. We'll get it switched out before I take it to a tournament. Yeah, but there's not really any. I guess I could attach to the active. That's fine.
Hey, you never know. Flying Flip could come in.
Could come in handy for sure. Sure, but I don't want to attach this Rainbow, so play Professor's Letter, which allows me to search my deck for 2 basic energy and put them into my hand. I'll get 2 lightning energy. Attack.
Third time's a charm. Here it is.
Attach a lightning energy to Tapu Koko and Cynthia.
Ooh, a nice full art Cynthia.
See, Dave has been summoned. I was talking about how Mass Dave is a big fan of Cherrim grass as the stream was getting started, and here he is.
There he is. Yeah, this deck's been a lot of fun. It's not looking too hot, but you know, I've been enjoying the deck right now.
And I get 6. Okay. That's fine. Retreat Tapu Koko into Zapdos. And Thunderous Assault for 80 damage in the knockout.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's go into Zarude. Draw for turn. Gladian off the top deck would have helped if Gossifleur was still alive, but I can evolve into Grottle and play a Cynthia of my own.
Yeah, and you can see the synergy between Eldegoss and Cherrim. Now that Cherrim is in play, Eldegoss can go get 2 grass from the deck, and then you can just pop those right down into play. So
Yeah, if Gossifleur was able to live, could have Gladian for it, evolved, and
Boom.
then got 2 energies, and that's attacking with Zarude, taking the knockout.
Yep.
But hopefully off of the Cynthia, I can get some energies or get a way to get some energies. And keep it pushing. Pincer from 151.
Pincer, huh?
I don't know what the Pincer does.
That's sick.
Okay, off of that Cynthia, I'll get 6, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like I'm not going to get an attack, but can bench Capsicid. Can use Sun-Drenched Shell to go get a grass Pokemon from my deck. And all your guys are pretty squishy. And I have at least a supporter for next turn. So I think grabbing Tropius off of the Sun-Drenched Shell is a good call. Doing 130 knocks out a lot of Andrew's Pokemon, and it preserves that energy back to Capsicid or Torterra for next turn. So I think I can start powering that up, because not attacking with Zarude, I guess I think I'll be going back in, because I will bench the Tropius, attach a fire energy for turn, attach Muscle Band, and Pack Call. Get another Pokemon, which should be the Scovillain.
Sweet. Now, unfortunately, I'm in a situation where my board in hand would be a lot stronger if Zebstrika was not prized. But that is the Pokemon TCG, isn't it?
Prizes do be prizing.
Yes, they do. Draw. Okay. There's not a ton that I can do with this hand without Zebstrika. Ultra Ball would be able to fetch out Zebstrika, and I could sprint, but with Lusamine in my hands, I can just go get a supporter out of the discard pile, and then I'll be on my way next turn, so that's totally fine. Play Lusamine, and ooh, I have to put 2. You can't do up to. So, with Lusamine, I'll grab Cynthia and Bridget, which go back to my hand. And then I don't think that... I guess I can play the Ultra Ball now. That's fine. Yes. Ultra Ball, discard Nest Ball, and Bridget. And with the Ultra Ball, I just want to get that electric evolved up into play.
Yep, getting both of them out early is pretty good for lightning.
Oh, yeah. Evolve Tynamo into electric and Thunderous Assault for 10 damage.
10, putting me up to 90 on the Zarude. Draw for turn. Oh, that's one grass energy off the net ball. Start by evolving into Scovillain. Attaching energy pouch while I got it. Net ball to grab a grass energy. Because as of right now, I think I got all the Pokemon I'd like to see. So we'll see what happens after the Colress.
Ooh, Colress.
I got a Colress for 8, which feels real good. Let's use Spring Bloom to attach the grass energy. I need to retreat too. Okay, yeah. Let's Spring Bloom the grass energy to Zarude and play Colress for a shuffle draw of 8.
Yeah, Colress is pretty much exactly what you want to see there. Since you don't have Eldegoss set up, it'll give you the highest chance of being able to draw into the grass energy naturally.
At least one more. I play Letter. I can get Letter too, so hoping for at least one so I can at least take a knockout on this Zapdos. If not, Andrew, you're only doing 10, so he can survive for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Zapdos needs to switch from the bench to the active spot in order to do the full 80. So that's the thing. Zapdos really good when you have switch cards. If you don't find a switch, he's really not doing anything.
Yep. Okay, off that Colress, I'll draw 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Off that Colress, I hit 0 energy, which is so surprising. But I have Roselia that I can bench in hopes to evolve into Roserade eventually. Get me a key card if I need to. Play Hisuian Heavy Ball.
Ooh.
There's 2 of those energies. Timer Ball and Evolution Incense, which sometimes hurt, but I got Sundrent Shell Grottle set up. So that's just like a Evo Incense every turn, which is kind of nice for grass. Just go get those evolution Pokemon and just get them set up every turn. So I will fail the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Sundrent Shell. Grab the Roserade now. And I might as well pack call.
There we go.
Here we go. Real gamer hours now. To grab, I think the only one, I have Shining Genesect, but I will grab Torterra off the pack call.
It's the nice thing about Gym Leader Challenge, though, is that the pace of the games feels more, not necessarily the games are slow, but like there's a setup phase, right? And during the setup phase of the games, a lot of times both players will kind of just, work to set up their board states, maybe swing, take a knockout here or there. But then, once each player kind of gets their Pokemon evolved up into play, then there's some real trading and back and forth going on. And we're both kind of, just still setting up and really getting into the game. So
yeah, that's what one thing that I really like about GLC is that it can be aggressive. The Zapdos took that quick knockout, get you on the board, but there's a lot of time to set up for comebacks. Just a good back and forth game sometimes.
Yeah,
which is it's
refreshing.
Nice. Yeah, very refreshing.
Draw. Okay, now I've got a decision to make. Top decked Professor Juniper, but I also have this Cynthia. The Professor Juniper feels pretty aggressive. and would definitely get rid of a decent amount of my resources, and I'm wondering if that's something that I necessarily want to do, especially, yeah, there's good cards in here, so I think I'm just going to bench Thundurus, Cynthia.
Yeah, play it safe. Yeah, because you had that rescue stretcher in there that could come up big late game, so you might as well preserve it while you can.
Raihan's a really
Raihan
good card too, yeah. And the special charge also good. Yeah, I mean that's tough. It's tough discarding cards in Gym Leader Challenge. Every card is just a one of.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean Cynthia's still good. One less card, but you keep those cards in there for later. You're good. You're good.
6. Okay, and we are moving. Found Switch off of the Cynthia, so I'll play Switch. Switch into Tapu Koko, and then attach U-turn board to Blitzel. Retreat Tapu Koko into Zapdos, and Thunderous Assault for the knockouts.
Yep. Going down 2 prizes. Yeah, let's go into the Tropius. Draw for turn. Another fire energy. I wish it was a grass. But Cherrim's still here, so we can just go get that grass energy with the lovely Roserade. Evolving into Roserade using Le Parfum ability to go search my deck for whatever card I'd like to grab. And only 2 in the discard. I can grab Letter, Professor's Letter off of Le Parfum, play it to go grab 2 grass energies and put them into my hand. Yeah, at this point, I'm just, shuffle up, because I don't think I want to even go back in. I have a lot of cards in my hand off of that chorus that I didn't get to play just yet, so I'd like to keep them, because I think I have everything to at least take the knockout and set up a good board state. So I will use Spring Bloom to attach 2 grass energies to the Tropius. Attach fire energy from hand to the Grottle. Bench Shining Genesect. Scoop up net the Roserade and rebench the Roselia.
Love that.
Yeah, at this point, I think I'm safe to just evolve Grottle into Torterra and take the knockout with Tropic Breeze, doing 1.
Support of this turn?
Oh, I guess I could Raihan.
Or Avery.
Ooh. You're right. You're right. 2 in it. Yeah, I'm kind of good on energy. So, yeah, I think playing Avery to kind of knock Andrew's board down a little bit, draw 3, I think. Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes when you use Roserade, it feels like a supporter, but it's not.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will play Avery. Andrew discards down to 3 bench Pokemon, and I get to draw 3. 2, 3.
Discard Tapu Koko and Thundurus.
Yep. And now we will take the knockout with Tropic Breeze, doing 150 with Muscle Band, and pushing those 3 energies back to Scovillain.
6. Zapdos goes down, and JD is on the board with a prize card.
Board.
Promote Blitzel with the U-turn board. Draw for turn. Okay. I really like U-turn board in almost every deck that I play now because it is a pivot card that lasts, right? It can't be field blowered. If your opponent tries to discard it, it just comes back to your hand. And in a deck like Lightning, where you need a free retreat pivot for the deck to function
all the time. Yeah.
it feels like a natural inclusion in the deck. Now, you don't have a lot of Pokemon that have a retreat cost of 1, but Blitzel and Zebstrika do. And you get Zebstrika out every single game.
Yeah, that's one consistent in Lightning is that you always want Zebstrika, so it's always going to be there.
Right.
So it's safe to put the U-turn board there.
And your Tynamos and your Mareep, they all have 1 retreat. So U-turn board does, get the job done if those dudes are not evolved. Luxray also has retreat cost of 1. So there's some other Pokemon that work with the U-turn board.
Oh yeah.
I did end up cutting Air Balloon for it because I just felt like Air Balloon, it'd be a situation where I have Floatstone and Air Balloon on my board, and my opponent would just be like, Field Blower. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, now I'm ruined, right?
Yep,
for like the whole game. And because you have to sprint cards away with Zebstrika, you can't always preserve the Air Balloon for late in the game. You just kind of have to throw it and then sprint, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm on U-turn board. I'm big U-turn board pilled now.
Oh yeah, big fan. If you got at least like 2 or 3 Pokemon that can utilize U-turn board, I'm a big fan of playing it because exactly you're like just attach Floatstone here and then next turn Field Blower, it's gone. It's like it was a waste. But U-turn board, you can just keep playing it if they choose to do it, and if it gets knocked out, just move it to something else. It's great.
So good. Yeah. Okay, I've got my turn here planned out, so I'm stoked about this. Teammates allows me to search my deck for any 2 cards I want and put them into my hand if one of my Pokemon was knocked out last turn. So I'm going to use this to recover my board a little bit and play that town map so I can go get the Zebstrika. This is a play that I really like with Teammates. It's kind of like Gladian, right? In that I could just go get a card out of my prizes, but I can't use it immediately. I can use it next turn. And that's going to be really good to help me make it into the end game. And I also play Buddy Buddy Rescue. It's kind of a funny card in this deck, but I replaced Revive with Buddy Buddy Rescue because Buddy Buddy Rescue can get evolution Pokemon like the Luxray. So I've got this card in here now. With Teammates, I'll get Town Map and Buddy Buddy Rescue. Okay. Play Town Map to flip my prize cards over. And there's Zebstrika. Play Buddy Buddy Rescue, so you get a Pokemon out of your discard pile to your hand.
Okay.
And I also get a Pokemon out of my discard pile to my hand. You choose first.
I choose first. Oh, okay. I have full board, so I think the smart one is to just get Zarude. Tropius may go down. I can just bench another attacker and keep going. So I think off of the Buddy Buddy Rescue, I'll get Zarude.
And I'll get Thundurus. Bench Thundurus. Dynamotor 2 Lightning Energy onto Thundurus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. Retreat Blitzel for free with U-turn board. And Gigantic Bolt for 140 damage. Thundurus does 90 damage to itself, and I'll take Zebstrika off of my prizes.
Okay. You only have 20 HP left. It feels bad going into Scovillain to take this knockout. So I will go into Torterra. Draw for turn. Bench that Zarude I just got. I will use Raihan. Since the Pokemon was knocked out last turn, I can use Raihan to accelerate an energy to Torterra and go grab whatever I like out of my deck. Which, at this point, how many energy do I have? Just the one. And I know Andrew plays Parallel City. So I think with the board state I have and the hand I have, I think it's just safe to get Chaotic Swell off of the Raihan.
I like that play a lot.
Yeah, prevent Andrew from disrupting my board unless he finds that Field Blower and the Parallel City at the same time. Or, I guess not at the same time, but buys me some time, prevents him from just parallel sitting right out the gate, makes him work for it a little bit. Since I do have I have some attackers, I have some support Pokemon, so it feels good to just prevent that from happening, or at least make it harder. So I'll put Chaotic Swell into play. And yeah, just Evo Press for 150 damage for the knockout.
Thunderous goes down. That is some overkill for sure. 20 hit points left, and 150 damage will definitely do it. Promote Blitzel, draw. It's a good card to find. But I need an attacker. We're not tied. I'm up one prize, so Luxray can't come into play. I think it's a good time to just teammates again and kind of continue building my board. Evolve Blitzel into Zebstrika. Yeah, I definitely need my attackers back out. I don't have a guy that can just vanquish this Torterra.
Yeah, that's what incentivized me to go into Torterra, because Scovillain, he hits hard, but he's a glass cannon with only 110 HP. There's plenty of things in Andrew's deck that can knock it out. Not a lot that can knock out Torterra in one shot. So
Right. Okay, I think I've got a plan. Versus Seeker for teammates, and play that teammates again. I just want to go get more attackers online. Let's see. It would be sweet if I could get Raikou going. I think Regieleki is a more realistic option right now. So I think Regieleki is good. I could Rescue Stretcher and get the... I think Regieleki Rescue Stretcher is good. That'll allow me to use Regieleki twice. So I could take a knockout on Cherrim over the course of 2 turns with that.
Sure can.
So off of teammates, I'll get Regieleki and Rescue Stretcher. Is there a better, more optimal way to do that? You betcha.
Oh, boy. Quick Ball.
Off of teammates, I'll actually get Rescue Stretcher and Quick Ball, which go into my hand. Then use Quick Ball to discard Luxray. And get Regieleki. Little optimizations like that can go a long way in a matchup. I think I'm probably not going to be in a position where I'm using Luxray this game. I could be wrong. If I am, then I can just Rescue Stretcher for it back.
Oh, yeah.
But if hands start getting disrupted and I really want to draw into good cards at the end of the game, I don't want to have the Luxray there. And I don't want to have the Quick Ball there because I'm going to want to find better cards. Bench Regieleki. Attach Grass Energy to Regieleki. Dynamotor with Flaffy and Electric. Retreat Zebstrika into Regieleki, and Terra Spark for 120 damage and 40 damage to both Roselia and Cherrim.
Oh boy. That's just how powerful having 2 Dynamotors in the Lightning deck is. It's just out of nowhere, Regieleki.
Boom.
Boom. This is nuts. So, draw for turn. Got the Gladian, but there's not a lot of great cards in my hand. But I have ways to get things with the Roserade, Pokegear if I need to look for something. But I think a good play right now, since Torterra's taken the knockout, is to just Hex. Because there's no 1 energy attacker in Andrew's deck. So if I Hex, it at least buys me 1 extra turn to just kind of get ahead on prizes or at least catch up. So, yeah, nothing to Field Blower, nothing to do. So, playing Hex Maniac and just taking the knockout with Evo Press doing 150 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that is tough. It completely shuts down my my idea to just go Regieleki twice because now I can't Dynamotor. So that is a tough one. Promote Zebstrika and draw. Okay. I do have a plan, though. Rescue Stretcher for good old faithful Zapdos.
Oh boy.
And put that Zapdos into my hands. Bench Zapdos. Attach Lightning from hand. Huh. And N.
Yep. And it's both the 3.
Yep. You've got a big old hand.
Yeah. Not a lot, but yeah, having that hand end away to 3 could be. I'm having flashbacks for from our game.
And we've got a really close match now. What started off as a little bit of a slog, now we are neck and neck. And it's going to really come down to some hand disruption, ability disruption, and seeing if either one of us can close this game out. We're each getting 3 off of the N. Okay. Retreats for free into Zapdos. And Thunderous Assault for 80 damage in the knockouts. I'll take Ordinary Rod off my prizes.
Okay. I'll go into Scovillain. Draw for turn. And off of that N, I luckily got Ultra Ball, so I can just go and get the Roserade to get an actually good supporter. Because Guzma right now, because what, E-Power is plus 30? So you do exactly 110 if you can find E-Power, which isn't good. So let's start by Ultra Balling away Grass and Turffield Stadium. Off of Ultra Ball, grab Roserade, evolve, and use Le Parfum. And I have Guzma, so getting Research feels not terrible because I have Versus Seeker still in the deck. Or Teammates to get 2. Is there anything I really need, though, to grab off of Teammates? No. Okay, I think I'll just, off of Le Parfum, I'll grab Professor's Research, shuffle up, and then play Professor's Research.
Yeah, got to get in a situation where you have more energy in play. Scovillain doesn't have a lot of HP, and if it goes down, oh, I guess you've got the energy pouch.
I have the energy pouch, which keeps those energies there.
Yeah.
Research goes to hand, and playing Research. Draw 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's Superior Energy Retrieval. And U-turn board. Attaching U-turn board to Roserade. Spring Bloom and Energy to Zarude. Use Superior Energy Retrieval to discard Gladian and Bridget. Grabbing up to 4 energies. 1, 2, 3. Exactly 4 energies in my discard pile. Putting them into my hand. Spring Bloom, 2 energies to Zarude. And use Super Spicy Breath for 180 damage and the knockout.
Zapdos goes down, and we're tied up at 2-2 prizes. Promote Zebstrika and draw. Okay. Play Silent Lab to bump the Chaotic Swell.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I'm do 110 damage. I've got sprints. I've also got Speed Lightning Energy in my hand, but let's do this. Ordinary Rod. With Ordinary Rod, I'll shuffle Thundurus and Regieleki back into my deck. And those are going to be the final 2 attackers that I have, because I am pretty much tapped out as far as my recovery cards go. So I'm going to have to win the game with those fellas. And now I have a decision. Do I want to sprint these 2 energy away, or play one first and then sprint? I guess I could win if I just find an energy with the Regieleki, because I can knock out Cherrim in the active.
Yep.
But if I attach the Speed Lightning Energy, I cannot do that. So I think I'm just going to sprint. Sprint, discarding Timer Ball, Speed Lightning Energy, and Aurora Energy to draw 4 cards. Oh boy. And now we've got a decision, don't we? That's fine.
Uh-oh.
That is fine. Bench Raikou. Forgot I have got Raikou in there. Special charge to shuffle Aurora Energy and Speed Lightning Energy back into my deck. I know, and now I'm like, well, I kind of wish the Quick Ball was still in my deck. Well,
Quick Ball giveth and the Quick Ball taketh.
it's fine. I had my reasons.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it made sense at the time.
Yep. Rainbow Energy to Raikou and Iono.
Okay.
So we both shuffle our hands, put them on the bottom of our decks, and draw 2 cards.
Oh boy. 2.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, you've got all that going on. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm in a tough spot.
It's coming down to it.
Yes, it is. Okay. I feel like I'm just barely... That's fine. Dynamotor to Raikou.
Mm-hmm.
And retreats into Flaffy. Past you.
Okay. Let's see what we get off the top deck. Ball guy. Not doing anything, honestly. But I can play ball guy. Try and thin some cards out if there's any. Or level ball. Off a ball guy, I will grab level ball. And I will just... I'll play nest and level ball just to thin them out. And fail them, because there is nothing left in the deck. Was hoping for a boss or a Versus Seeker off of that top deck, but if it's going to come down to a Raikou play, it's going to come down to a Raikou play then. Because I have nothing left other than to attack with Super Spicy Breath for 180 damage and the knockout.
Okay.
And a prayer that he doesn't find an energy.
Yeah. Promote Zebstrika. Draw. Ooh, now this is tough. I top deck Marnie, so I can use Marnie to help me dig, and with Marnie and Sprint, I'm going to see 9 cards. I mean, that's a
lot.
It's a substantial amount of cards. However, if I feel like that's just the best thing to do, because, and I'm losing now. Counter energy also works. If I just sprint, I mean, I could find Raihan, which is also an out to the grass. But I'm already down teammates and Versus Seeker, so I feel like Marnie is just like my best bet. Play Field Blower to put the energy pouch back into the discard pile, even though that is not going to matter.
Nope.
And then Marnie.
Okay.
Hands on the bottom of the deck. I get 5 cards. JD gets 4. And there we go.
There it is.
Blend Energy to Amazing Raikou, and then Amazing Shot for the knockout on both Cherrim and Scovillain.
Yep.
That is GG's.
Good game.
Shoo.
Came down to it.
It definitely did. That was very close.
Yeah.
I really felt like I was running away with that game early on, and then things really started getting sketchy there towards the end. I was like, all I needed to do was just Regieleki back-to-back turns, and that play wasn't happening.
No. Yeah. That hex hurt, and I know some people in the chat were saying just double hex, and looking back, I think that would have put the nail in the coffin for you if I would have just Roserade, Le Parfum for Versus Seeker, hex again, knock out Regieleki. I think that would have kind of sealed the deal, yeah.
Yeah, that would have put me in a really compromising position. I think my only route to win if you do double hex would have been the Raikou play or the Regieleki play. With the Cherrim softened up, with only having 40 hit points left, would have always had a shot to take that explosive double knockout, especially with counter energy in the deck. But, but double hex is always, that's like one of the strongest plays you can make a Gym Leader Challenge.
True.
So we saw the power of Hex Maniac just in that game, shutting down my Dynamotors. What do you think? What do you want to see out of your deck for game 2? What do you think? Are you going to choose to go first or second in this game?
I'll choose to go second because, just like last game, I started Zarude. If I could have found an energy and I was going first or going second, pack calling for 3 Pokemon and hopefully not having my hand disrupted is really great for this deck because you can evolve into so much that next turn if you can get something set up and then just start going.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm looking for in this game too, is just a little more aggression from this deck, because that's what this deck likes to do, and it had a little slow start, but you saw it still had the power to just almost pull through.
Yes, my Pokemon did not stand a chance of surviving once you were up and moving. You were just cranking out a ton of damage. I mean, 180 damage with Scovillain, 120 damage with Zarude. They were some big knockouts. The Torterra also really helped to swing the momentum in the middle of the game with me not having an adequate one-hit KO response to it.
Yeah. That's another good thing about Torterra, is he's the beefiest guy you got in there. So sometimes it's good to just take the knockout with him, because you more often than not, he's going to be two-shot. So it can buy you a turn, or just kind of just start steamrolling, because the more you evolve, the more it does. So there's nothing that's going to stand in its way once you get a full bench going.
100%.
So, yeah.
That was a good game, though. Really back and forth. We saw the comeback potential there. With me leading by 2 prizes in the beginning, you took the lead in the end. And then I had to come back with a double knockout for game. So, I mean, that was as back and forth as it gets, which is quintessential gym leader challenge, honestly.
That's what we were talking about right before we started, is just the potential in GLC to have those comebacks, to have those kind of just momentous build-ups, to swing the games, or to just, close it out like that. So that's just what I love about GLC, is compared to like standard, where it's kind of just knockout game. Whereas this, it's like back and forth. Honestly, at the end, it could have been a toss-up who was going to win.
Oh, 100%.
So it's just great about this format.
Love it. Cool. You said you'll be choosing second?
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have a basic?
I do.
I do not.
No, with the Bridgets.
Yes.
It is funny how, I mean, almost every single deck chooses to go second in Gym Leader Challenge. It's just so funny. I mean, it's so funny, the difference in pace between that and standard, where every deck is choosing to go first.
Yeah, I think just being able to just play that Bridget or Gloria turn 1, or the Clavel even, just to get set up, is just so crucial for a lot of decks, where it's just worth it to play that supporter going first. Okay, here we go. Man, this
not again.
Just doesn't want to find the basics. There we go. 3rd time's the charm, just like last time.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, here it is.
You got it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope.
I'll cap it 2 mulligans. That's fine.
Come on now.
I don't need to start with a 10-card hand.
Especially when you're just looking to sprint. I'll sprint away this 10-card hand. No biggie.
I got the magic cut.
Here it is.
There you go.
Right here. All the basics. Bridget. Here it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's a basic at least.
All right. Take my 2 mulligan.
Okay.
Good luck. Draw. Got a solid-looking opening hand, Zebstrika, and amazing Raikou. Quick Ball can get me a basic Pokemon as well as Level Ball. Hopefully my Blitzel's in the deck, and I can start sprinting next turn. Level Ball, and let's see. Where is he? There he is.
There he is.
Blitzel. That is exactly who we're getting. And then I can quick ball for another Pokemon to just start powering up an attacker, and I think that attacker is going to be Thundurus. I don't have Electric, unfortunately, in the deck, and I did start my Dynamo, but I do like the idea of trying to go for a turn 2 Thundurus, so we're going to play for that. With Level Ball, I'm getting Blitzel. Bench the Blitzel. And then man, cards are all good. It's fine. Quick Ball, discarding Buddy Buddy Rescue. And with the Quick Ball, I'm getting Thundurus. See if my town map is in the deck. Again, that's just a card I want to go find as quickly as possible, and it is in there. I think part of what makes town map so good in a deck like Lightning is that it is an aggressive deck. So once you find it, and you can make plays like teammates for it, like I did last game, once you find it, you're able to map out every single piece that you need in order to close out the game. And that's just something that's really been drawing me to the card lately. I find myself wanting to put town map in almost every single one of my Gym Leader Challenge decks. But then Gladian is also really good. There are some decks where I prefer Gladian, especially decks that can go search out the Gladian.
Yep.
Because then you can use the card that you searched out with Gladian the turn that you searched it out. And Grass is one of the decks that I am playing Gladian in. You can Roserade for Gladian, go get a card like Rillaboom or Cherrim or Eldegoss or whatever, and then just use it that turn, which I really like.
Yeah. And honestly, Craig and I talked. I think Town Map is better in this deck. And I have it ordered, and it's downstairs ready for pickup. And I seeing the Gladian on our last game, I'm like, yeah,
wish that was a Town Map.
I wish it was a Town Map. Because, again, this deck can be aggressive just like Lightning. So finding that Town Map early, I could have just mapped out those energies, just map out your prizes throughout the game. So need to put that in there when I get a chance.
Exactly. Attach Lightning to Thundurus. Pass to you.
Okay. Draw for turn. Avery off the top. But hopefully the Zarude is in there, because I don't have a lot in terms of board state, but I can Arven to search for a tool and a item card. Scovillain, Turtwig, Cherubi, Grottle, and Torterra. That's there. Capskid.
A situation where you wish Battle VIP Pass was in the deck.
True. True.
We've got a local who plays Battle VIP Pass. Alex.
I also a believer. I had Battle VIP Pass in Lost Zone for a little bit, and I put it in the Palafin deck because you can just Irida for it.
Yeah,
which has felt really good. But I have something slightly better than Battle VIP Pass.
What?
Because off of Arven, I can grab. Do I want a Netball? Let's see if Nest Ball is here. Nest Ball's not, but Netball is here, and I guess Energy Pouch at this point, just to get it out of the deck. So off of Arven, I'll grab Netball and Energy Pouch, put those to hand. Play the Netball to grab the Zarude and put it onto my bench. Actually, I don't know why I'm shuffling, because I can attach energy for turn to Zarude, scoop up the Shining Genesect, putting Zarude in the active and rebenching Shining Genesect, and use Pack Call. And since I'm going second and it's my first turn, I can go get 3 grass Pokemon. So I'm looking to get all those basics to start setting up my board next turn. And I have some draw in hand, so it's looking like ones I want to grab are Cherubi, Turtwig, and Capsicid. Off of that pack call, putting them to hand.
You could have gone Gossifleur and put them straight onto your bench.
I believe it's in the prizes.
Oh, did you prize it?
I prized both pieces of it.
No. Yeah, that would have been sick.
Yeah, I prized both the Eldegoss and the...
Sad.
Yeah.
It's all good. Pack call is really good attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super solid.
Ooh, could have soon heavy ball for it.
Yeah. You want to do that play? The play be sick. It's not much to unwind. Yeah. Here we go. Back to the hand. Arvin. You're in the middle of the Arvin. Yep.
Okay.
Boom. And you're good. I put the Zaru back.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And action.
Play Arvin. Got a sick play cooked up right here. Checking my deck to see what's prized and what's not. It's looking like the Eldegoss and Gossifleur are both prized, but with an energy in hand, I can use Gossifleur's Call for Family to get them basics set up. So, off of Arvin...
Did you put the bag back into the deck? That's fine. Yeah. Easy. Nobody's seeing that. All right, you're chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off of the Arvin, I'll get Hisuian Heavy Ball and Energy Pouch.
This play is going to be sick.
So much better than anything I could have thought of. So, I will use Hisuian Heavy Ball, check the prizes, and sure enough, both of them are in there. But I can grab Gossifleur off of the Hisuian Heavy Ball.
I saw the Hex Maniac in there. Love to see that.
Hex, yeah, in this matchup, you saw, game one, how powerful Hex can be. But hopefully I can take it off the prizes early and punish you again like I did game one. So, off of Hisuian Ball, I'll get Gossifleur, put it onto my bench, attach a Grass Energy for a turn, scoop up net the Shining Genesect, rebench it, and use Call for Family to put 3 basic Pokemon onto my bench, which those 3 basics will be Cherubi, Turtwig, and Capsicid. Straight to the bench.
That's a real solid turn 1. And now I feel silly building up Thundurus. Gossifleur's only got 50 hit points.
And you do 90 to yourself.
I know. I do more to myself than I do to you.
Yeah, Mass Dave. I'm on the Eldegoss and Cherubi train. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's sick. I mean, I'm all about using little dudes to power up your Pokemon. I mean, that's basically what Lightning is. You just got, Dynamo. They only got 90 hit points. You're chill.
Yeah. No biggie.
Draw. And let's make some things happen. Evolve Blitzel into Zebstrika. Bench Raikou. Play Electro Power. Timer Ball.
Sure. Broken.
Double Tails. It's fine. It'll do that 25% of the time. And then Sprint, discarding my hand. And I get to see 4 cards. Oh, those 4 cards are not very good.
Uh-oh.
Which is fine. Pass it on over to you.
Okay. Let's draw. Great top deck of Groudle. Since I was able to use Call for Family to get Turtwig, I can evolve into Groudle. Use Sun-Drenched Shell. Looking for that Cherrim. Get some energy starting to go. So, off of Sun-Drenched Shell, grabbing Cherrim. Evolving that Cherubi. And if only the Eldegoss was not in the prizes, I could just go grab 2 energies and start powering up something. And, you know, the Dynamo's only got 40. It's not a lot. Grab that. And the only draw support I have is Avery, but I'd like to see some energy. So I'll play Avery. Andrew discards nothing, but I get to draw 3, 2, and 3. Scovillain. Let's evolve into that. Yeah, with this hand, I think I want to save that and use Level Ball to go get Roselia. Get something for next turn. So, off a Level Ball, I'll get Roselia and put it onto my bench.
This is one of the things that I really love about Grass, the fact that you can use your Pokemon search to go get Roselia, and then you've got Grottle on board, which can just go search out Roserade, which then gets you whatever card you want out of your deck.
Oh yeah, it's just like water. It's just you can do so much in a turn just off of Pokemon abilities, leading into supporters and item cards that are just. There's a lot you can do, and it's fantastic when you get to just kind of do it all at once and then just boom. But I can at least preserve this energy by using Shining Genesect's Energy Reloader to move that energy back to Shining Genesect. Pass to you.
Draw. Okay, there's an energy. Bench Regieleki, attach Blend Energy to Raikou. Sprint. Discard my hand and draw 4. Okay. That's fine.
Uh-oh. Another bad sprint.
This is fine. This is fine. We're moving. Play Lucamine. And with Lucamine, I'll get back Lysander and teammates. And then pass to you.
Okay. Draw. It's an energy. I don't want to activate counter energy because a Raikou.
See, that's the thing is this
really
deck
bad.
This deck actually kind of likes losing. So
exactly.
That's fine. I mean, it's very fast and aggressive, and you have that ability to just get out the gates fast, but you can also just kind of wait back. And then, this is such a threatening thing right here. And the fact that I just got teammates, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, I think the Dynamo's safe, and I can just kind of start building stuff up. So, yeah, I will attach to Scovillain for turn. Use Sun-Drenched Shell. Grabbing that Le Parfum Roserade. Evolving and using that ability to, with a board state like this, I think a Colress would be fantastic. So, off of that Le Parfum, I will grab Colress. Before I play it, I will attach Energy Pouch to Shining Genesect and Colress for a draw of 9.
Yeah, it's a big Colress.
Hopefully finding some energy, because just set up a board and make Andrew switch and find those energies he needs, and hopefully draw back into boss so I can just knock out that Raikou before it even gets a chance.
Right, or if you find a scoop up net, you can reset your Roserade.
Wow, I've already used scoop up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Never mind then. Okay.
Yeah, Roserade, it's now kind of useless, but it helps power up Torterra, which is another good thing.
It does. And if I parallel, you got an easy choice.
Oh, easy one. Yep. So, Colress for 9. 2, 3, 4. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's all my energy I was missing from last game. And putting Chaotic Swell into play. Using Spring Bloom to attach an energy to Scovillain, an energy to Grottle, and at this point, just a pass from me.
We got like a game of chicken going on
Yeah.
right now. Yep.
Don't want that Raikou coming into play just yet.
Understandable. Draw. Ooh. This is a tough call. I really don't want to sprint away all these resources, but I also very much want I just very much want to get a Mareep into play. So it's kind of like, yeah, I could sprint, but what? Discard versus Seeker, Lysander, Flaffy, Aurora Energy, teammates.
That's a lot.
It's gnarly. I don't need to do that. Professor's Letter. Just use that and go get 2 energy out of my deck. Seems fine. It's fine. With Professor's Letter, I'll grab 2 basic lightning energy. And I believe Eldegoss has 90 hit points, something like that. How much?
They
80?
both have 80, I believe.
Has 80? All right.
Yeah.
Cool. 2 lightning to my hand. Attach lightning to Tynamo.
Uh-oh.
And Thunderwave. Let's go, baby.
10 and I'm
Paralyzed. And I see some people not playing this Tynamo. Paralyzation wins games, baby.
Paralysis is really good. So, draw for turn. Oh, man. I still do not want to activate that Raikou, but I'm not drawing a lot. I don't really want to knock out a Tynamo with 40 HP. Okay. You know what? I think we just gotta bite the bullet and go for it. Sundrent Shell to grab Torterra.
See? Our game of chicken. One of us is going
to... one of us has to do it.
One of us has to do it. Uh-huh. It's like you're trying to put yourself in like the most favorable position possible when you do decide to go in.
Oh, that feels so bad, though. Because you could knock out...
You betcha.
So many things. Oh, man. I have a good hand. Versus Seeker doesn't get me a lot. I think it's just going to pass.
Okay, all right. Draw. That's fine. This is why I started powering up the Tynamo, because I was like, he might just, you
could do it.
You might just wait for me to make the move, and I will. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Attach lightning to Thunderous and retreat. Lysander Grottle.
Yep.
And notice how I think that, Grottle is the bigger threat.
Oh.
And notice how I think that Grottle is actually the bigger threat than Cherrim. I mean, at this point, there's energy on board.
Yeah.
The Grotle evolving into Torterra is really big. And I'll use Gigantic Bolt for 140 damage, taking the knockout. Thundurus deals 90 damage to itself.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go into... Actually, I have plenty of energy in hand. Let's preserve Scovillain and just go straight into Shining Genesect. Draw for turn. Using Teammates. I'm looking for... yes. Super Rod is one. And... I think something to just get that Grotle back out would be good. Yeah. So, off of Teammates, I'll grab Super Rod and Netball. Super Rod back in. Turtwig, Grotle, and a Grass Energy. Back into the deck. Playing Netball to just go and get the Turtwig back out and put it onto my bench. Yep. And since you softened yourself up with your attack, I don't have to commit too much energy to Shining Genesect to take this knockout, which is really nice when you can just use as few energy as possible on Shining Genesect or Zarude to preserve. Having to attach a ton of energy is really good. And especially with Energy Pouch, just get them right back to hand if Andrew does come and take the knockout. It's looking good. So, I will use Spring Bloom to attach 2 energy to Shining Genesect. And use Gaia Blaster for 110 damage and the knockout.
Thundurus goes down, and JD takes a prize. Good deal. Let's promote my Zebra and draw. Concerning that I don't have any Dynamotor Pokemon set up right now, but let's see what we can do. I'm not losing in prizes, so I cannot use counter energy this turn. I don't have Raihan in my hand, so I can't quite do that either. And my electric is prized, so I cannot Dynamotor right now. So I think it's best to just kind of take this turn to continue setting up. Play Teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already used my... Had to get rid of my Field Blower, unfortunately, so that Chaotic Swell is just there.
So I like to hear.
That's fine. This is going to be a turn that's about building.
Yeah, recover, set up things again, so.
That's fine. I think that's... With the Teammates, I want to get my Mareep out. And my softening up the Shining Genesect is not bad either. Even just getting any damage on it allows Regieleki and Raikou to both knock it out. So I think like that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to be the play this turn.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
So I think we want to go... Things prized. This is just a get the town map turn, I think.
Yeah.
With Teammates, I'll get Nest Ball and town map. Put them into my hands. Play Nest Ball. To get Mareep. Bench that. town map to flip my prizes over. Guzma, Switch, Electric. Got some good cards there. U-turn board to Zebstrika. And let's do... Ooh, don't necessarily want to play that right now. It's fine. Rainbow Energy to Regieleki and Retreat. For free using U-turn board.
10 from the rainbow.
Thank you. And Static Shock for 20 damage.
Oh boy. Here we go. Draw for turn. Let's start with Evolution Incense to get that Grottle back out. Realizing now I should have just evolved into that Torterra to protect it, but it started this going and it still prevents the Raikou from coming out since Andrew took the lead first. So, off of Evolution Incense, I'll get the Grottle.
It's a tough decision to make because keeping Sundrenched Shell online is always nice.
It's
nice, yeah.
But you did Lucamine for the Lysander, and I knew that.
It's true.
I should have thought about that. Evolve Turtwig into Grottle. Okay, yeah, I like this play. I will use Versus Seeker to grab Avery.
Ooh.
Play Avery.
Discard Dynamo.
Draw 3. 2, 3. Attach Fire Energy for turn. And use Spring Bloom to accelerate Grass Energy here. Yeah. I think at this point, just a Gaia Blaster for 110 damage and the knockout thanks to Rainbow Energy.
Yep, perfect math there. Regieleki goes down. Promote Zebstrika. Draw. JD is in the lead now, which is by design. Because now I get to do cool things. Evolve Mareep into Flaffy, so we've got a Dynamotor online. Play Ordinary Rod to shuffle Regieleki and Dynamo back into the deck. And then Versus Seeker for teammates. And play it. With JD in the lead, I can use cards like Counter Energy on my Raikou. And I can put Luxray into play, which is going to go a long way towards helping me deal with the Torterra, something that I definitely want to do. So with teammates, I'm grabbing Counter Energy and Evolution Incense. Then attach Counter Energy to Raikou for turn and play Evolution Incense to go get Luxray, and I'll put Luxray into play using its Swelling Flash ability, which allows me to play the Luxray straight to my bench so long as I have more prize cards remaining than my opponent. And you can see now why I didn't really want to take the lead, right?
Yeah, there's so much Lightning can do when you go behind. You can get a powerful attacker like Luxray, counter energy the Raikou, or counter energy, one of your attackers. It's really strong when you start losing, because then that just swings it in your favor and you start going.
Exactly. And then play Special Charge to shuffle the Rainbow Energy back into my deck. And Sprint to discard my hand and draw 4 cards. Okay. Dynamotor, basic lightning from my discard pile to Luxray, and retreat Zebstrika for free using that U-turn board. And since I was able to deal 20 damage to the Shining Genesect with the Regieleki last turn, it is in range of Amazing Shot. And I'll use Amazing Shot to knock out the Shining Genesect, dealing 120 damage there.
Yep.
And I will also knock out the Grottle, dealing 120 damage there.
Yeah.
I'll take the... This is tough, actually. Take the... Electric off the prizes.
Okay. And I believe you take one more, right?
Oh, yeah. That's right. I took 2 knockouts. And I will also take the... Guzma.
Okay. And thanks to Energy Pouch, the 3 energy attached to Shining Genesect go right back to hand. Go into Scovillain. And draw for turn. Oh, that's a lot of energy in hand. But thanks to Spring Bloom, I can start spreading that energy around. Let's start with a Nest Ball. To go grab. Luxray's got 150. So, off a Nest Ball, I'll get Zarude to the bench. I'll also Ultra Ball away Ball Guy and Bridget. Grabbing Tropius, putting it onto the bench. Yeah, Raikou hitting 120 is tough for this deck. There's a lot of attackers that have just 110 HP, and a lot of the support Pokemon have under 100. So Andrew has just his pickings on who he wants to knock out, which is unfortunate. Spring Bloom, 1 energy onto the Scovillain. 2 onto the Zarude. Yeah, 150 means I need to have 4 energy. Oh, I need 5 energy on the Zarude to knock out Luxray. So, Spring Bloom, 1 more energy onto Zarude and Marnie.
Okay.
So I know Andrew got Guzma off there.
This is the one thing about Town Map is you get to see exactly what I'm doing.
So, off of Marnie, I'll get 4, or I'll get 5.
And I get
2,
4.
3, 4, 5. And like I was talking about earlier, I wish this Gladian was a Town Map, because I could just play Town Map and then take the knockout and hand pick my prizes, just like Andrew has been doing. Can't do a lot else. So, Super Spicy Breath for 180 damage and the knockout.
Raikou goes down. JD takes a prize. Tying it up at 3-3. Promote Zebstrika and draw. Okay. It's a decent opportunity to just build my board a little bit more. But I didn't put the Thundurus back into my deck, and I kind of wish that I had tossed that dude back in. That would be cool. But it's fine. I just need to find an energy this turn. But thankfully I've got Juniper in my hand and,
And sprint.
I gotta see a lot of cards, so I think we're okay. Bench Regieleki and Professor Juniper. Discard my hand, draw 7 cards. Oh boy. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Bench Tynamo. Attach Floatstone to Flaffy. Uh-oh. That's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's fine. We bring him back. Zapdos? We bring him back. T-Man. Let's see now. Or I can make a saucier play. Let's see.
Ooh, something saucy.
I love saucy players.
There
we go. No. We don't have the saucy play. All right, no saucy play. That's fine. So, play Rescue Stretcher. And I think since I'm down multiple recovery cards, it might be like a toss all 3 of these dudes back into the deck situation. It gives me some flexibility is how I want, with how I want to close out the game. I guess there is Ordinary Rod left. I think Ordinary Rod's gone. There's only Buddy Buddy. So this is the last one.
Nope,
So I'm putting all 3 back. All right, we're gonna shuffle Raikou, Thundurus, and Zapdos back into the deck.
Yeah, maximize your attackers to finish out the game.
I think so. It's just going just one there feels a little bit sketchy. So I'm gonna toss all those dudes back into the deck. And then it is tough deciding whether or not to sprint this hand. Doesn't feel good. But I think I kind of just have to trade at this point.
Yeah, we're tied. If you can take the early trade, could just close out the game for you.
That's what I'm trying to do. All right, shuffle those 3 back into the deck. Muscle Band to Regieleki. And sprint, discard my hand and draw 4 cards. Okay. That's fine. That is good, actually. Yes. Speed Lightning Energy to Luxray and draw 2. Put the parallel down, which discards it. Dynamotor. Accelerate an energy from my discard pile to Luxray and retreat Zebstrika. You're going to be excited to see that Luxray actually damages itself.
Oh, it does damage. Yeah.
Yep. So you're going to need less energy to knock me out with Zarude. And with that, use Wild Charge for 180 damage. Luxray does 20 to itself. Okay. And I'll take the lightning energy off of the prize.
Okay. Go into Zarude. Draw. Ooh, okay. Let's start with Pokegear and see what I can find. Look at the top 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. N off of the Pokegear. That feels kind of good. So, debating between Guzma and N. Guzma shuts off a Dynamotor, but it still leaves Luxray. I think it's just a safe bet to grab N off of the Pokegear. Use Superior Energy Retrieval to discard Gladian and Hisuian Heavy Ball. grab these 4 energy. Spring Bloom 1 to the Zarude. 2 to the Tropius. Attaching Fire for turn. And N.
All right. We go shuffling the hand into the deck. Only get 2 cards. My 2 supporters in hand were N and Iono, so it was going down regardless.
Oh boy. Okay. And to 3.
And I get 2.
3. Okay. And Field Blower, away Muscle Band, and Float Stone.
Ooh, that's a big field blower. Yep.
Put Turffield Stadium into play and use it. I don't think I can grab anything, but lets me see what's left in the deck. Okay. Fail the Turffield. And repeated whip for 140 damage and the knockout.
Yep, Luxray goes down. JD ties it up, 2-2 prizes. And you see that U-turn board. It's like even if you wanted to get rid of that,
Yep.
it would have stayed. So I love that. Promote Zebstrika and draw. Okay. Now, Iono's not drawing me a lot of cards at all. So, let's see what our options are. Ultra Ball, discarding Iono and Zapdos.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some options. I mean, Thundurus can take a knockout, theoretically. But I need to find it, right? So I think we're going to Ultra Ball for the Electric. And evolve Tynamo into Electric. And then... yeah, we're getting down to the real nitty-gritty here.
It's going to come down to 1-1 again.
Yup. Can I get the final pieces I need together to take this knockout? With 2 Dynamotors on board, I am feeling good about my energy situation.
Yeah.
It's just, Lightning is just always so close to losing, even when it's winning.
You definitely ride that line the whole game.
Which is exciting. It makes for exciting games. And now I'll sprint for 4. Okay. And that is pretty much everything I needed to see. Okay. Bench Tapu Koko. And it's fine. Dynamotor twice to Regieleki.
Mm-hmm.
Attach from hand. And retreat into Regieleki. And then, well, I guess, like, what if you pulled the Hex Maniac, huh? Yeah, and then does that lose me the game? Ooh, maybe.
It could.
Mm-hmm.
Since you don't knock out the Zarude.
Yes. Well, that's what I have to do. I'll Terra Spark for 120 damage, knock out Gossifleur.
Yep.
And put 40 damage onto Cherrim.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take the switch off of my prizes.
Draw for turn, and luckily I didn't pull Hex.
No, yes.
So, but oh god, you took switch off of.
I did, yeah.
Man. Yeah. Turn too late for the Eldegoss to save the Gossifleur. You only need to do 20. Yeah, I think that's just game. I'll just repeated whip for the knockout.
That's it. Promote Zebstrika and draw. And then double Dynamotor onto Flaffy. Attach grass.
Oh, the sauce.
And Electro Ball for games.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's. That was super close, man.
There's the Hex. Yeah, man, if that Gladium was town map.
I know, the Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac is definitely a game-deciding card. Lightning does not like to be hexed.
Not at all.
No. Your Pokemon are getting knocked out every turn. It's really difficult to load your board up and get a lot of extra energy in play to kind of help buffer the Hex turns because your guys are all so small and getting knocked out so quickly.
Yeah, it relies a lot on just bench, Dynamotor, attach, attack.
Yeah.
And get knocked out, do it again. So that Hex can hurt a lot in Lightning.
It can. Those felt like some really close games, though.
Yeah, those are both good. You know.
And yeah, we saw how this deck likes to go behind in prizes and what that can do for a game.
Yep. And just that cat and mouse it kind of has at the beginning of I don't want to take a prize, but you also don't want to take a prize because you're looking for that counter energy. So I think this was a good matchup back and forth, both games.
For sure, yeah. It was definitely some interesting gameplay there. And it was cool to see a different take on grass with some different Pokemon that you don't always see. Scovillain, the Tropius, the 1-2 of Cherrim and Eldegoss is really sick as well. And I love that Grottle just sets the whole deck up.
Grottle just grabs everything. A shame that the Eldegoss was prized both games, so I didn't get the full combo. But still, even without the Eldegoss, just the Cherrim accelerating all that grass energy into play can just really just set up a board that's kind of hard to deal with sometimes.
For sure.
So
town map though.
I'm going downstairs after the stream, picking up my order, and it is immediately going in this deck.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's
take a quick break.
Yeah, do you need to take a quick break? Yep. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then after that, we're going to get back here with some more Gym Leader Challenge games. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to check out the links in the chat for sleeves. Clicking that link there, going to dragonshield.com. The US web store, following the link really helps to support the channel and the content that I produce. So even just visiting the link, looking around, browsing, that all really helps. And then, of course, if you decide to purchase something, that also helps. So thank you guys so much for checking that out. Also, fullgripgames.com for all the best Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. I will be right back with some more Gym Leader Challenge right after this. Thank you for the patience. We are back and ready for some more Gym Leader Challenge action. Now, we just showed off Lightning versus Grass, and the other two decks that I'm kind of interested in playing today, either one of them would be fine, would be my Fighting deck or my Fire deck. My Fire deck has got the new Entei in it from Obsidian Flames, which is pretty sick dude.
He's pretty nasty.
Yep.
I went up against him at the league the other week.
Yep.
Whew. Yeah, Blaze Ball's no joke.
And then Garganackle in the Fighting deck. I mean, it just seems like Fighting just keeps getting new tools to use, and the deck just keeps getting better and better, which I'm really excited about. The Avenging Knuckle Lucario being able to revenge for 150 damage is just so good. Machamp, Strong Arm Lariat 200, Crisis Muscles giving it 300 HP if your opponent's got 3 or less prizes remaining is just insane. And then of course Garganackle with the Blessed Salt ability. This ability is so good, I forget how good it is in the middle of the game because I always forget to do it because Blessed Salt heals 20 damage during Pokemon Checkup, which is both ways. So, like, when your turn ends, going to your opponent's turn, it heals 20, and then coming back from your opponent's turn into your turn, it heals 20.
That's pretty good, especially against, like, a spread deck or just, if you had to take 2 turns to Earthquake and you had some damage built up, it can go away just like that. It's
40 damage, like, by the time
from
you get to come back.
everything.
Right.
Yeah. It's
nuts.
It's great. Now, if only Fighting could get a draw Pokemon. That would it would make it perfect.
I know, but I feel like I'm really starting to kind of embrace the vibes of the Fighting deck, and it's starting to kind of click and make sense with me. So, a draw Pokemon would be cool, but you know what? Fighting's got those big dudes, and it's just kind of is what it is. So, JD, what deck are you interested in playing? Is there a matchup that you think would be a good one to show off? I'm down to play either of these two. So whichever, whatever matchup you think would be the most fun to show off or most interesting for you to play.
I'd be interested in the Lost Zone versus the Fighting, just because that Garganackle kind of healing that damage, it could make it interesting. So I've never gone against it. So
I think that could be an interesting matchup for sure. Cool. Well, let's do that and see how it goes. My deck damages itself a lot, which can be bad, but then it can also heal itself, which could be bad for you.
Yeah.
So it's got both of those things.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because there's not a lot of decks I've gone against that heal that efficiently. So I think, it'll definitely be a good learning thing for me and just a good matchup in general to see how this goes.
I agree. I've never played against this deck either, I don't think, with my Fighting deck, or if I have, maybe only once. So it's certainly going to be a time for me to be able to kind of figure out how this thing goes. And yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun to show off. So hopefully I can get out the gates quick.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what Fighting wants to do. Like those aggro decks, Lightning, Fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun getting a turn 2 attack in Gym Leader Challenge. It feels like you're really doing something special when you do.
Oh, yeah.
In Standard, you're like, that's just what the deck has to do or else I'm losing.
Yeah, exactly.
In Gym Leader Challenge, you're like, dang, look how fast my deck is getting a turn 2 attack. That's crazy.
And then you get Marnied into Oblivion and lose. But yeah, no, it doesn't. There's definitely a special thing to get that early attack in GLC compared to Standard. Feels like, you're like, this is what the deck is. You're gas. You got all the gas and you're just cooking, and it feels good.
Thank you, everybody, for the subs during the stream. Since I am playing, producing, commentating, all that, it's hard for me to keep up with everybody, but I really do appreciate it. So thank you all so much for the support. If you're watching ads during the live stream and you don't want to see ads anymore, subbing to the channel removes those ads. So you can either support the channel by watching the ads or by subscribing. It is September after all, so your subscriptions are 25% off. So never been a better time to do so. Thank you all so much for the support, the encouragement, and for hanging out during the stream.
Okay.
I will call Tails.
Tails again.
And this is a deck that I actually think about going first sometimes.
Okay.
Because you could just go, turn 1 energy and turn 2 attack. So I think I'm going to try choosing to go first, and let's see how that goes.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay, I have a basic.
I do not.
Okay.
Yo, big shout out to Jacob there for the 5 gifted subs, 569 total gifts to the channel.
Sheesh.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, and thank you. And Mr. Human Pixel and Swizzerton, thank you all.
Feels a little bad though. This card leaking the sauce for tonight. I switched it up a little bit, and I think this card, this is the one.
Okay, I said first.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Here we go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Meloetta. Let's take a look at this card.
Soprano Wave, baby.
Meloetta is a pretty cool card. Old, right?
Very old, yes.
XY 120 promo 2016. It's got 80 hit points and the Soprano Wave attack. You flip 3 coins, and the attack does 10 damage times the amount of heads to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So if you're feeling lucky, you could do 30 damage to everybody for just 1 psychic energy. It's pretty cool.
It can add up. Even just like 1, 10 to everything can set up some math later.
Oh, definitely. Draw. Now, I do not have the most stellar opening hand, but that's okay because JD is totally going to let loose me. So, yeah, it's not like it's too hot, but that's all right. Slow and steady wins the race. Pass.
Oh, okay. Draw. Horse Psychic Energy. Oh, man. Why you gotta tempt me not to let loose Marshadow?
Well, you don't know what my hand has in it.
True.
Yes,
It could be bluffing. Could be bluffing.
Supporters is all I've got, right? You don't know that.
I don't know that. You're right. And I really have a dead hand, so I think I need to bench Marshadow and use Let Loose. Both shuffle draw 4.
Told you.
Yeah, you're lucky. I got nothing.
Get nothing like a turn 1 let loose.
Yeah, and I feel like I have to get something set up.
You do.
I mean, 1 energy attackers, you can just, evolve and start going.
Yup.
Luckily, Meloetta is one of the psychic Pokemon that's not weak to fighting, so that feels a little good.
Are any psychic Pokemon weak to fighting?
Some are.
No.
No?
They resist.
Oh, they resist.
Yeah, like Marshadow over here.
Oh, I'm thinking of colorless.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say, no, my dudes are weak to your dudes. Like Buzzwole. Yeah.
Okay. 4 for each. 4. Oh, okay. This was actually fantastic. Bench Shuppet. Use Battle Compressor. Hopefully that Colress Experiment is in the deck. It is. Okay, that's 1 for sure off of the Battle Compressor. Let's see, Muse here. Sableye here. And I know Banette's here. And Comfy. Okay, so Battle Compressor to compress away Colress Experiment, Gladian, and I think that'll just be those 2.
Put Gengar down?
Oh, you're right. Is he here?
Oh, yeah.
There he is, yes. Off of Battle Compressor, I'll get There it is. Gladian, Colress Experiment, and Gengar. Put them to the discard pile. Shuffle up.
Are you playing Bench Barrier in your list?
I am.
You got Mr. Mime?
I would like to find Mr. Mime.
Yes.
Fortunately, I can't quite yet. But all of these Pokemon except for Meloetta resist by 20. So even the Palisand
Resist doesn't do anything on the bench, though.
does not.
Not where, yeah. Almost all attacks that damage bench Pokemon say don't apply weakness and resistance.
But you're right, yeah.
Yeah. They almost all say that.
Oof, yeah. A little unlucky I couldn't find that, but
That's okay. You got a couple turns.
yeah. Another good thing is, though, I found the Mewtwo, and when I put it into play, I can use Mine Report to put a supporter from my discard pile onto the top of my deck. And I'll use Soprano Wave.
Here, use
Yeah.
a clear die. And use all three full grip ones.
There we go. All right, Soprano Wave for 20 damage.
Cool. All right, Sandy Gas takes 2. Draw. Ooh, that's a good top deck.
Uh-oh.
And all right. And I know that you just stacked your deck.
You do. You do.
I got some interesting plays. Put Brooklet Hill into play and use Brooklet Hill. It's interesting because, I mean, I can. Yeah, you're getting Colress off the top. I could end you up to 6, but then you might just, find better cards. So I have a decision to make.
Yeah. Because I only have one in hand.
I know,
and I'm
right,
top
right.
decking Colress, which sees me some cards, but I don't know. It's one of those tough decisions.
It is. Brooklet Hill for Knackley, which goes straight onto my bench.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Uh-oh.
Professor's Letter. Okay, we want a Professor's Letter for 2 energy. And I wonder if my Sandy Gas is in the deck. I mean, I guess, or my Sandcastle. No, he's not. That is fascinating.
Let's go.
Okay. Sandcastle is not there, but that's fine. Don't even need him.
Uh-oh. The corner.
Corner is a play. Professor's Letter for 2 fighting energy. Put those into my hand. The corner would actually do more damage to myself, so I think I'm probably cool on using corner. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to play Avery. I don't want to give you 6 new cards right now. So.
Okay.
Avery to draw 3. Okay. Fighting Energy to Knackley. And pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Would you look at that? Colress Experiment off the top. Look at the top 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do play Special Energy. But I think at this point, Trainer's Mail and Pal Pad are just more valuable. So, Colress Experiment will get me Pal Pad, Trainer's Mail, and the Comfy, sending Esper and Enhanced Hammer to the Lost Zone. Bench the Comfy. Field Blower, away the Brooklet Hill. Trainer's Mail. 2, 3, 4. Just rescue Stretcher off a Trainer's Mail. Melodious Echo again.
It's Soprano Wave.
Yes.
It's Melodious
Echo. Oh my gosh.
Is standard.
Doing this again. Use Soprano Wave again.
Yeah.
For 1, 2, 20 to everything again.
Okay. And draw. Right. Now, how many cards are in your hand?
2.
2. It's not a lot. I don't necessarily want to give you, a big fresh hand, but I do want to actually do some stuff.
Yeah.
Play Evo Soda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've only got 2 cards in the Lost Zone. I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
With Evo Soda, I'm grabbing Knackle Stack, which goes straight onto Knackley. And attach Fighting Energy to Knackle Stack. I really don't want to, I kind of am happy just building up this guy.
Yeah.
And, don't want to give you any more stuff until he's, ready to go. So I think I'm down to just kind of wait for one more turn before I play my end. But that being said, if I do play the end and then I miss the Knackle Stack, miss the Garganackle, that feels really, really bad because I do not have a strong board state built up. However, you are also not very close to 10 right now in the Lost Zone, so I think
no.
I think I'm okay to just pass.
Okay. Draw. And you have 40, so kind of. If I stop spreading now, and you evolve, it kind of just negates everything I've done. But I do kind of want to start just putting things in the Lost Zone and drawing cards because I don't have a lot going. So, attach Floatstone to Meloetta, retreat into Comfy, and Flower Select. Taking Quick Ball, Lost Zoning, Ordinary Rod.
Yep.
Pass.
Draw. Okay. Yep, now we're going for that Garganackle.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want. Buzzwole's kind of dead weights in this matchup. Yeah, not really the dude I want to be powering up. Field Blower, the Floatstone.
Mm-hmm.
Which... Take that back. Yeah, no, I'm saving that Field Blower for sure. It's I want to thin cards out of my deck so that I can have a higher chance of drawing into the... but not that. Let's play N.
Yep.
Off of this N. Really just need to establish my Garganackle. Once I do that, if I can get Machoke online with Garganackle, I'm pretty sure
it's tough.
It's going to be tough for you to overcome that. So that's the dream team, I think.
Okay.
6 each?
Yep. 6.
Okay. And here we go.
Oh.
Garganackle is online.
Brother.
Play Hisuian Heavy Ball. I've got Lucario and Palos Sand in there, but no basics. That's okay. Muscle Band, Parallel City. All right, shuffle those up. And then play Heavy Ball. Heavy Ball is really cool in this deck because it searches out almost all your dudes.
Yeah, probably almost every evolution, right?
Yeah, almost every evolution. I think Machamp doesn't, but a lot of the
Oh,
dudes.
yeah.
A lot of the dudes got a retreat cost of 3. Even Machoke's got a retreat cost of 3. And yeah, all the evolutions. I mean, Wishcash is a fatty. Donphan's a fatty, right? They're all fatties. There might be a Fampy with a through retreat, but I don't have it here. Some of the basics are even big enough. Like Knackley's got a retreat
and
cost of 3.
Sandy Gas.
Yep.
Sandy's got 3.
Okay. With Heavy Ball, I'll grab Machoke. Switching it up.
Nope.
With Heavy Ball, I'll grab Wishcash.
Mm-hmm.
Put it into my hand. Then I have a decision to make. Do I start aggressing with the Sandy Gast? It's not the craziest thing.
No.
Attach strong energy to Sandy Gast. And I'll use Corner for 30 damage with the strong energy. You can't retreat. And I heal 20 damage from all of my Pokemon between turns, thanks to Blessed Salt.
All my hard work. Okay. Draw for turn. And just Comfy can't retreat with Corner, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Start with Acrobite. 2. Discard Psychic Energy. Keep Marnie. Flower Select. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, it's fine. Lost Zone the Vengeful Punch. Keeping U-turn board. Attach U-turn board to Comfy. Yeah, that seems fine. Versus Seeker for Colorless Experiment. Draw 5, 3, 4, 5. Colorless Experiment gets me these, which I think I gotta keep Raihan. That seems pretty good. So it's seeming like Energy Retrieval and Quick Ball are fine to go to the Lost Zone, getting me to 6. Can evolve Banette, evolve into Banette, use Puppet Offering to send itself to the Lost Zone, going to 8, grabbing Colorless Experiment back out of the discard pile. Oh man, that healing is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. It'd be so much worse if it was just during your turn. But the fact that it's
in between both is
so
just
nuts.
Killer right now. But I can scoop up net, the Comfy, and U-turn board comes back to hand as well.
That's right.
Into Meloetta, rebench and reattach to the Comfy. Retreat into the Comfy and Flower Select again.
That's right.
Don't need you. Go to 9. Bench Mr. Mime. Fog Crystal. Grab Sableye. Gengar doesn't do me a lot since you only have one bench Pokemon.
That's right.
So, I think I can just bench Sableye, attach spell tag, attach energy for turn to Sableye, pass to you.
Draw. Okay. I heal 20 because of Blessed Salt. There we go. Attach Stone Fighting Energy to Barboach. And bench it.
Mm-hmm.
And corner for 30 damage.
Yep. And I can't retreat again.
That's right.
Draw. Start with Flower Select. Yeah, stick can go. Getting to that 10 in the loss zone. Man. You do 130 and discard the top card. Okay. Yeah, I think I got to. I will Guzma up the Barboach.
Okay.
Into Sableye. And lost mine all 8 or
Okay.
8 to the Sandy Gas, which leaves me with 4 that's going to get healed off no matter what. So I guess just 2 and 2.
You should put 4 up. Oh, no, it gets healed off.
It gets healed off no matter what.
So right. Yeah.
I'll just do 2 and 2.
Garganacle's crazy. All right. Yep. Sandy Gas goes down.
Take
prize. Blessed Salt heals this. Draw. Fighting Energy to Barboach. Evolve into Wishcash. And Earthquake for the knockout. It does 20 damage to my Garganacle, but Blessed Salt heals that between turns.
Yep.
And then you can place 4 with your...
Yeah, I'll put all 4 onto the Wishcash.
But then does that also get healed?
Well, I think because you chose to heal
Or I guess it...
before?
Well, it doesn't... Let's see.
Anyone in chat know?
I think, like... I think I get to choose when Blessed Salt triggers. I'm, like, almost positive.
Okay.
So, like, this happens... The knockout happens before checkup. Oh, you're right.
Oh, so I get to place and then you heal?
Wait, so... Okay. The knockout happens before checkup. Right. So, actually, you place the damage before checkup, so before I heal.
It's before
because
you
this happens when knockout happens. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, that's actually really interesting. So, Blessed Salt doesn't trigger. I use Earthquake for the knockout. Knockout's checked. You place your damage.
Yes.
Then between turns happens and I heal.
Okay. I'll put all 4 onto the Wishcash.
Okay. And then
knockout and then heal.
Yes, between turns, Blessed Salt heals, and I take my prize.
Okay. Go into Comfy. Draw. Beautiful top deck. I will Rescue Carrier. Grabbing just Sableye. Yes, just Sableye. Bench the Sableye. We'll use Raihan. Attaching energy to Sableye. Grabbing whatever. I think at this point, just grabbing Clara off of Raihan.
Hey, thank you, Kyle, for those 5 gifted subs.
Yo, Kyle.
32 total gifts so far to the channel. Happy September, everybody. Thank you, Kyle.
Okay. Get Clara. Just damage done. So damage counters does activate.
Yes, it does. Yep.
So I Raihan there. Yep. Flower select just to dig a little. Yeah, don't need no clay no more. Keeping this. Retreat with U-turn board into Sableye, and I will Lost Mine, putting all 12 onto the Wish Cache.
Sure, and that knocks it out.
Mm-hmm.
Wish Cache goes down. JD takes a prize, and I'll promote Garganackle. Draw. Ooh, I'm in a tough spot, huh? It's fine. Knocking Hammer for the knockouts.
Yep.
Discard Palpad.
Palpad. That's okay. This is doable. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Promote Comfy. Draw. Lost Blender away Marnie and Random Receiver. Drawing 1. Okay. Flower select.
Yeah.
Keeping this. Lost Zoning Nest Ball. Play Rescue Stretcher. Get back that Sableye. Bench it. Attach basic Psychic Energy to Sableye. So you'll heal 40. That puts you down to 80. Okay, that's fine. And can I see your discard?
Yeah.
You have 70 and you have 80. 70. It's 5. Oh, that's still not enough. Okay. I think at this point we can just retreat Comfy into Sableye. Lost Mine all 12 onto the Garganackle.
And it heals 20.
Mm-hmm.
Drop. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else going on in this hand. It is just a total dud. So I can Knocking Hammer, which takes the knockout and discards the top card of your deck. But all you have to do is Lost Mine again.
Draw.
And I know you got that Clara.
Clara.
Yep. There we go. Sableye game.
Yep.
Yup. GG's. GG's. Yeah,
I was worried with all that healing because you just negated all of my Meloetta damage at the start, and I was just
yeah. I think Garganackle's it's really good, obviously, but it can't just be the one-man show. Like, you will be able to deal with it if I've got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
So I think in game 2, I really want to try and set up Machamp as well.
Yep.
And I think that I kind of need it to be Garganackle and Machamp, with maybe like Donphan leading the way, will be the best case scenario for me to be able to take on this matchup. I think I definitely want Garganackle to kind of just sit in the shadows, not actually be up front, taking knockouts and things like that.
Yep.
But that was that was crazy. That's exactly what the Lost Zone Psychic
The
deck.
power of Lost Zone right there.
Yes. I know. I need to get Machoke out. Yeah, I know.
Machoke is
blocks all
crazy.
counters to the bench. Yes, that's also huge. If I can get Machoke out, that game I definitely had a little bit of a tough time setting up. But I guess I was trying to deny you early on, and I think maybe I should have just gone more aggressive to try and get a robust setup myself.
Yeah, I think because
the hand I end myself into was trash. So
yeah, that hurts. Yeah,
so it would have been trash regardless of when I did it.
True. I think just getting aggressive and setting up fast and taking those early knockouts, I think could have put you in a better spot. Just because it's hard for the Lost Zone to deal with the aggression like that.
For sure.
So if he would have been able to find like a switch into the Knackle early, I think that could have been really good.
For sure.
First or second this game?
I'll
You went first the first game.
I know. I'll go second.
Go second? Okay. Okay. I have a basic.
I do not. Yep. Going first is so sick when you start. You know what? I'm doubling down. I'll go first, bro.
Going first? Okay.
I'm going first.
Yeah?
Going first. Doubling down. Going first is so sick when you start like Fampy, and then you're just like, all right, here we go.
Attached. Evolve next turn. Donking things. Yeah, it can be. I can see why the fighting deck wants to go second.
I mean, I don't play like Bridget or Gloria or anything like that. So I think,
really?
Like, yeah, no, because fighting just kind of like you just draw a card. I feel like
Yeah,
every
you don't-
supporter you just want to draw cards with,
Yeah.
and you play a lot of search cards. Nothing.
Okay. It's 2. Yeah, Macho can be a real pain for this deck, especially because it has 100 HP, so I can't even like knock it out and spread some damage somewhere with a Hex.
You have to gust it up.
I have to
lost mine it.
Yeah, I have to either gust it up and lost mine it, or Hex and only have 2 damage counters left over to spread. Unlike some other bench barriers, they're a lot squishier because they're basics, and I can knock those out and then deal with some other stuff. So. Okay. I'll take 2.
Yep. Good luck.
Good luck.
Drop. Okay. We've got a solid opening hand. Knackley, Courses Experiment, Avery, Heavy Ball, Barboach in the active. We're chilling. Attach Fighting Energy to Barboach. Knackley to the bench, and pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Clay off the top, but I have Gladian in hand. So not the best, but I can do some things these turns. It's just having a lot of my recovery in hand at the opening is a little sketchy, but I think we start with a Flower Select. 2. Oof, okay. Keeping Mew and Lost Zoning and Energy. Bench the Mew so I don't get donked. Put Pokestop into play and use Pokestop. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Esper and Mimikyu go to the discard, but I got Fog Crystal, which is great, so I can prize check and see if Gladian is worth playing, which looks like it might not be, because Colorless Experiment is here, Banette is here, Marshadow, Mr. Mime, Clara, Gengar, Meloetta, and Sableye, but the blanking on his name. Shuppet, yes.
Yep.
The Shuppet is prized. And Sui and Heavy Ball is also prized. Nope, it's there, but I can just go get it now with Gladian, which is fine. Okay. Off of Fog Crystal, I will grab. I have things in my hand. Yes. Off of Fog Crystal, I'll grab the Meloetta. Put it onto my bench. Play Gladian. Check my prizes out. Ooh, Meowstic is in there as well, which is fine. Off of Gladian, I'll grab Shuppet. Yeah. Okay. Bench the Shuppet. attach Vengeful Punch to the Comfy. Past you.
Draw. Okay. Let's start things off with Colress's Experiment.
Ooh, a Colress experiment of your own.
Look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And I get to put 3 of them into my hand, 2 into the Lost Zone. That's fine. Goodbye, Cynthia and Guzma. It's, oh, you know what? I don't need 2 Earthquakers, so I'm thinking, I mean, Guzma is just a really good card to have in this deck, having this matchup, allowing you to like switch if you try to strain something. So I'm gonna keep Machop, Guzma, and Professor's Letter, and send Fampy and Cynthia to the Lost Zone.
Yeah, especially with them going to Lost Zone, since you can't get them back.
I've got 2.
Hey, better than me right now.
And then it's time to prize check. Professor's Letter. Machoke is in the deck. That's great. We're really hoping that the... Oh, no, the geezer's not there. Okay. That's fine. I guess messing with my game plan. They're not being the old... whoever evolves from Wish Cash guy. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And that's both games in a row. You prize the evolution of the starter.
Yeah, it's not what you want. That's like fighting's worst nightmare, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think that Machamp is also not around, and I think that also the Knackle Stack's not around, but that's okay. All right, we've got these 2 fighting energy, and those are going in my hand.
You play Red Candy, right?
I do.
Okay.
So we can always do that.
Yeah.
Just got to find it. And now it's time to be tempted. Bench Machop. Just so it's not really what you want to do. Ah, let's do it. Pokestop.
Let's do it. Oh.
Ah!
Ooh, okay.
I get Hisuian Heavy Ball, and I can play that. And get nobody.
All your Yeah,
Machamp, Lucario, Knackle Stack, Wish Cash. That's fine. That's fine.
Ooh.
Was it worth it? Probably not, but you know, that's okay.
You just draw into Rescue Stretcher. No biggie.
No big. Yeah, I'll Pokestop into the Rescue Stretcher next. Okay, it's fine. That's okay. It's okay. Attach Fighting Energy to Knackley.
Mm-hmm.
And I will Razor Fin for 10.
Yep. Draw. Oh, Raihan's not what you want to see. So start with a flower selecting. 1, 2. Oh, God. Oh, no.
What do you got?
Clara and Colress Experiment.
Oh, not exactly what you want to see there, no.
No, but I have to take the Colress and sacrifice Clara, which is unfortunate. Play Colress Experiment. 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of those are good. Escape Rope and Energy Retrieval can go. So, keeping Level Ball, Mysterious Treasure, and Counter Catcher. Putting Escape Rope and Energy Retrieval to the Lost Zone. Start with the Level Ball. And yeah, I have a pretty big hand, so I don't want to let loose. I think it's just okay to get the Sableye. Off a Level Ball, I'll grab Sableye. Put it onto my bench. And I'm going to go back in with Mysterious Treasure, discarding Enhanced Hammer. grab Bennett. And I don't think there's a threat of a knockout next turn. So I'm fine to just evolve Bennett and not Puppet Offering, just in case Andrew finds an N or a Marnie or an Iono or something like that. So, evolve Shuppet into Bennett. Lost Blender, away Counter Catcher and Training Court.
Yep.
Get to 6 and draw 1. Professor's Letter off of that 1. Get energy. Energy. Put those to hand. And you know what? We'll let her rip with Pokestop. 2, 3. Ooh, U-turn board's unfortunate. But I get Field Blower and Echoing Horn. Which doesn't really do anything right now. But can attach to Meloetta for turn. Pass to you.
Draw. Oh, baby. Here we go.
There it is.
Alrighty. That is a good card. Let's do... How are we going to do this? Okay. Karina.
Mm-hmm.
And Karina is exactly what I needed to see.
Yeah.
Gets me the rare candy and Garganackle. But then I really want to find a way to recover the Machoke. Yeah, I need to get that dude back. Yeah, stat. So I have to do this because as soon as he starts using Lost Mine, I mean, that Knackley is out of here. So
yep.
Karina for rare candy and Garganackle, which go into my hand. And there are some cards I could find off of Pokestop. I think I'm going to slam it again.
Let's
I'm already this deep. The worst thing that could have
go.
happened off the Pokestop is that I discard Garganackle. So
yeah.
It's here now. And that's fine. How much worse can it get?
Rip it.
Rare candy into Garganackle. And let her rip with Pokestop.
2, 3.
There we go. See? Discard that. I've got these. That's good. And then attach basic fighting energy to Garganackle. And play switch to go into Garganackle.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's fine. Don't want to bench anything else right now. Okay. So I'll use, let's see, attach Muscle Band to Garganackle.
Okay.
I'm just kind of thinking like cards I don't want to draw into. Yeah, if you let loose me, disrupt my hand in any kind of way. And
that's fair.
Knocking Hammer for the knockouts.
Yep.
Vengeful Punch places 4 damage counters. Blessed Salt heals 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I discard the top card of your deck, which is that Marshadow. And I take a prize.
Okay. Go into Mew. And draw. Yeah, okay. This can work. I will use Puppet Offering. Send them to the Lost Zone. Grabbing Colress Experiment out of the discard and playing it. 2, 3, 4, 5. don't need these two at all. So Ultra Ball and Nest Ball can go to the Lost Zone, getting to 10. Bench Mr. Mime just in case some shenanigans happen. Attach to Mew. Field Blower, those two away. Getting pretty lucky with the Pokestops, so I'm going to put a stop to that. And use Memories of Dawn, copy Lost Mine, putting 7 onto the Machop. And I leave 5 left. So all 5 onto the Garganacl.
Okay, so that's going to put this at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then this gets knocked out.
Take the prize.
This heals 20, putting it to 5. And I'll draw. Okay, this is tough because I can now never get that Machop to evolve into a Machoke. I just can't. That is the major issue. So, that's okay. I just need to kind of figure out how to navigate the situation now. Because I also can't evolve. Yeah, it's my prizes are very bad.
Yes.
So I need to like keep putting the Machop down and forcing you to deal with it, which then keeps the Garganacl alive.
Mm-hmm.
So teammates. And what I want to do with teammates is see, what's ball cards I got in my hand? Just Heavy Ball and Evolution Incense. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna teammates for Rescue Stretcher and Marnie.
Okay.
I think, yes, those two. And Rescue Stretcher to put the Machop into my hand and bench it.
Mm-hmm.
And then play Heavy Ball. To get Sandygast.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like about Lost Zone is that both our gears are turning on how we can just eke our way out of this situation.
Yeah, for sure. Attach basic fighting energy to Sandygast and Knocking Hammer for the knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
Discards the top card of your deck.
Switch.
And then I heal 20 from my active.
Okay. Go into Meloetta and draw. Okay. So I know you grabbed. Well, technically I don't. You didn't have to reveal to me the Marnie. So. Oh, I can't even knock out the Garganacl. But I think it's fine to just do this play.
I didn't take a prize card, so I'm going to do that.
No. Yes, take a prize card. Okay. So, Rescue Stretcher to get the Mew back to hand. Bench Mew. And use Raihan to accelerate energy to Mew.
Yep.
And go grab something out of the deck. Okay. Put 12 there, put you to 15. And you heal 4, it puts you to 12. Oh, gosh. This math is abysmal. I think off of Raihan, I'll grab Spell Tag.
Yep.
Attach Spell Tag to Mew. Retreat Meloetta into Mew. And Memories of Dawn, Lost Mine. All 12 on the Garganacl.
Okay, and then it heals 20 with Blessed Salt. So I was at 150. I'll go to 120, 130.
130, yes.
So there we go. Math. Draw. Okay. Fighting Energy to Sandygast and Evolution Incense for Palosand, who is, does have a second attack.
And it's true.
Like, looking at my options, I was like, it's kind of it.
120's knocking out everything on my board, so.
That's true. Okay. And then it's a tough call. I don't think I bench anybody else right now. That just seems like a disaster. So, play Marnie. And I get 5. You get 4.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. And then, so he's at 130. Spell tag won't quite get there.
No.
Yeah. That's fine. We'll use Knocking Hammer for the knockouts. Discard Quick Ball. You do that first.
Yep. All on the Garganacl.
Okay. And then, so that puts me at 170. The Garganacl heals 20 from itself, putting it to 150.
Yes.
And I take my price.
Okay. Have to go into Sableye and draw. Oh, the godly top deck of an energy. Attaching Horror Energy to Sableye. Trainer's Mail first, because a lot of good cards went to the bottom, and I'd like to shuffle 2, 3, 4. Random Receiver off of Trainer's Mail. Okay. Yeah, having Clara gone feels kind of bad. But I think oh god, you're at 3 prizes. Yeah, this Garganacl is a pain for this deck. So, off of Trainer's Mail, I'll get Random receiver. Acrobike first. Discard horn, keeping hex. Random receiver. Oh gosh. Guzma.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, okay. You have 50 left. 30. You have 30
left. Yep.
Okay. Guzma, the Barboach.
Sure.
Into Meloetta. Scoop up net.
Yep.
Back into Sableye. Bench. Suing Heavy Ball just to make sure. Ooh, okay. That actually, I'm glad I did. Because I can grab Mewtwo off of his Suing Heavy Ball. If only it could be Clara. Is there anything worth putting back? Raihan, Chorus. Raihan can kind of be good. Yeah. Bench Mewtwo and Mine Report. Raihan.
Yep.
To the top of my deck. And Lost Mine 3.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
2.
Okay. 3, 7, 2. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
12.
2.
12.
Yep.
Okay.
Take those. And JD ties it right up. Draw. Okay. Floatstone to Barboach. Evolve into Wishcash.
Mm-hmm.
And attach basic fighting energy to Palossand. Pokegear. Take the Iono.
Oh,
I'm not playing it. I think
Forgot
I
you were Pokegearing.
actually want that card out of my deck because, like, I think if I just stream attackers, I can win.
I think so, yeah.
I just need to attack, and Iono is not going to help me do that. That's actually a card that I'm looking at cutting from this list. I think you only need N or Iono. I don't necessarily think I want both. Then play Professor's Research.
Okay.
Discard my hand, draw 7 cards. And now let's see. Trainer's Mail. That's fine. Really wanted to find Rod there, but that's okay. Let's take... Don't think there's any Pokemon left in my deck to get. Really. Raihan. I just need to keep attacking, so I should probably just take the Avery. Take Avery.
Okay.
I'm going back in. Quick Ball, discarding Knuckle Stack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted Town Map or... Oh boy, oh, that is crazy. All right, Quick Ball for Riolu.
Okay.
And bench it. Really wanted to find town map or ordinary route there. Town map could allow me to get the Lucario guaranteed off the prizes, but it's all good. And that's all fine. Play timer ball. Double
Broken.
Busted card. And then retreat for free using Floatstone into Palisand. And Land Crush for 120 damage and the knockouts. And
2. Okay. Into Meloetta. Draw. Okay.
The broken Land Crush, dude.
Yeah.
The haters said it couldn't be done.
You're crushing me right now, that's for sure. Yeah, I think my only chance is if I Raihan to Meloetta. And Raihan. Oh. Yeah. The rescue stretcher, or not rescue stretcher, rescue carrier is in the prizes. And I think that was going to be my saving grace for this, because you can just knock out. Yeah. I still have Versus Seeker, so Raihan. Oh, because I have to. No, I can do that. Okay. Raihan for Lost Vacuum.
Okay.
Lost Vacuum away Hex and the Floatstone.
Yep. You know it's bad when you're looking at the sidebolt.
Yeah. Well,
or to retreat.
To retreat.
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of energy dry. Yeah, I think I have to. Attach to Mr. Mime for turn. Or I could confuse you if I attach to Meloetta.
It's true. That could be bad for me.
Is it worth it, though?
Probably.
It probably is. Yeah, probably. It's what I got. Attach to Meloetta for turn and use Entrancing Melody for 30, and you're confused.
Okay. Love that. We're seeing all the deep cuts today. We got Lance Crush and Entrancing Melody. Yeah.
Never once announced that attack.
No. Draw. Okay. Thankfully, I was able to find Lucario off of the prizes. And my only draw card is Avery. So I'll play that to draw 3. And thankfully,
Town map.
Got town map. But more importantly than that, I found rope.
Oof.
Mewtwo. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll send up Wish Cash. Attach basic fighting energy to Wish Cash. And Earthquake, 140 damage. And I deal 20 damage to all of my guys. Those two, and I'll take the strong energy off my prizes.
Yep. I think that might just do it. Draw. Oh, yeah, that doesn't do anything. I think, yeah. Gladian. Grab Rescue Carrier. use Rescue Carrier. Sableye. Ooh, actually, Sableye and Marshadow.
There we go.
There it is. Bench Sableye and let loose.
Okay, anything can happen.
And hopefully Confusion sticks.
Yep. Well, I could. Well, I need an energy, yeah, to retreat. It's Wish Cast
you
Fatty.
can, yeah, and you can retreat out of Confusion.
But I don't have a lot of energy left in my deck, so. In fact, by not a lot, I mean I have one.
Uh-oh.
So.
Okay. Let loose us both to 4.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. A Gladian this turn. Floatstone, Mr. Mime.
Yep.
Yeah. Entrancing Melody for 30 and Confusion.
All right. Draw. What are we looking at here? I've got my escape rope down. I've got switch down and floatstone in the lost zone. That is it as far as those go.
And Guzma's still there, right? Because you didn't
1, 2,
end
3,
up
4,
lost
5,
on
6, 7.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I have it almost guaranteed, but not quite. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to Field Blower the Floatstone.
Okay.
Versus Seeker for Professor's Research.
Mm-hmm.
And then play Professor's Research. There are 8 cards in my deck. And I just need the energy. And there it is.
There it is.
And that is GG's. I can retreat into Palisand and land crush for game. GG's. Yeah. That was super close as well. You were kind of commanding the game there. I think until that Marnie, when things finally started fizzling out.
Yeah,
you weren't able to just
the Marnie
why.
And having the lost zone Clara between Clara and Color's Experiment off the flower selecting, I think that really hurt too, because then I couldn't Mewtwo for Clara, and I could just keep recycling it without having to have like Stretcher or Rescue Carrier or something like that. I could just Clara, Mewtwo for Clara, and I think I would have been in a much better spot with that. But yeah, that Garganacl, man.
He's a beast.
The rare candy Garganacl just negating so much damage between turns.
I do love that Karina can just search combination out. You've got 2 really strong Stage 2 Pokemon, Machamp and Garganacl both. I was playing a little bit risky that game. I mean, honestly, the Pokestop hurt me and helped me. One turn, it gave me the switch that I needed to get into the Garganacl to start attacking. Another turn, it discarded my Machoke. So then I was never able to get Machamp into play, or Machoke into play, which, so it was a double-edged sword there. But ultimately, it ended up working out, and I was able to get enough attackers into play that I could take the early pressure that I put forth and just kind of run with it to the end.
Yep, and that Floatstone after I Guzma, that hurt too. I was like, I can stick something. Nope, Floatstone retreat into the attacker.
And that's the thing is like I had the Flowstone in my hand, and I was like, I'm not just gonna throw this down like a doofus. I'm gonna grip it here for a second, and wait to see what JD does.
Yeah,
and sure enough, you go for it, and it's like, no, this is why I saved it.
Yep, that was good. Yeah, that was a really good game, and honestly, it's kind of a fun matchup.
It is
for Lost Zone. It's
It's different.
It's different because I really have to map out where I put my damage counters, because that Garganacl can come in at any time and just 4 from everything. So if I can't spread anything, I have to just attack one thing and hope, you don't get the Garganacl out so I could take another knockout the next turn. But you got him out both games. So
yeah, that was sick. I really wanted to make sure that Garganacl hit the field in those games. We got to see it both times. So
yeah, that was good
about that. Well, I'm going to let you go so you can get some dinner before GLC night here at Full Grip Games.
Yeah.
Every Thursday night at 7 p.m., we host Gym Leader Challenge League at Full Grip Games here in Akron, Ohio. So if you're local, make sure to make the trip down. It's a lot of fun. It's $5 entry, 100% payout in store credit. We usually have between 20 players, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
I think last week we had 20.
Last week was 20. Was it the second most that Full Grips had
for
ever for GLC a night?
Yeah, like that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
We got a whole league going on with like a leaderboard, and you get a badge for every different type that you win with, and players are trying to see if they can win with all 10 different types in a year's span. And the ranked board resets on Gym Leader Challenge's birthday in mid-July.
Yeah.
So that's what we got going on. It's a lot of fun, and would love to have anybody by, even if you're just visiting the shop for for the weekend or anything like that, or just passing through. Thursday nights at 7, and then Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. We've got standard night, same deal, but $10 entry, 100% payout and store credit. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks again to JD for joining us.
Yes, always a great time in the Tricky Gym, so thanks for having me again.
Of course. We'd love to have you back for some more Gym Leader Challenge gameplay. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow because I think I'm going to be on my way to Pittsburgh Regional Championships, but I will keep you updated in the Tricky Gym Discord via announcements. I'll let you all know what the deal is, but I am going to be playing in the Pittsburgh Regional Championships this weekend, so want to make sure that I'm carpooling and catching the carpool to get there. It's not a long drive, so I got to always drive myself, but, carpooling's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Y'all take it easy. Thank you all so much for the subs and all that. If I don't see you, good luck to everybody in Pittsburgh. Have a great rest of your day.
See you.